Welcome back to Morgan Dollar Mondays with Massabesic Gold and Silver. This week we're talking coin scams, scams that specifically are targeting Morgan Silver dollars on eBay, so I hope you stick around for that. I am Dean with Massabesic Gold and Silver. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking out my channel out of all the channels on YouTube. I'm so glad that you're stopping by to watch my content, and I hope you put lots in the comments letting me know what you think of this video and other videos that I have produced. So normally I usually have scam videos that are featured in my short videos rather than my more featured length videos, if that's such a thing. But today we're talking specifically about this coin right here, this 1884 San Francisco Morgan Silver dollar. One of my viewers saw one of my shorts on not buying certain coins on eBay because they seem like they're scams. So he wanted to thank me for those videos, and he also wanted me to hear his story. We'll call him Timothy. And Timothy came across this coin on eBay, this 1884 San Francisco, and he kind of got sucked into the story that it was an incredible grade, that they're incredibly rare, and that he could get a really good deal. And I just want to preface this. Anyone, to be fair to Timothy, anyone can be scammed. Any of us, myself, anyone out there, we all can be scammed. And so he saw this auction. It started out at $1, and he started bidding, and other people were bidding as well. I'm going to throw up the pictures that he sent me. This is the coin, or the view, the picture that was on the auction itself. You can see the seller has really done their best to kind of blur out or, basically overexpose the picture so you can't really see the surface quality of the coin. However, my eyes, since I've been doing this for a while, you can see all of the flatness in the hair strands right above Liberty's forehead and at the nape of the neck, which is a telltale sign that this coin is AU or lower in grade. When I first saw it, I thought this was a low AU coin. Here's the reverse. Again, the seller has kind of gone out of their way to overexpose the coin, so you really can't see if it has color or if it has a lot of marks. But you can see the wear on the coin itself. Specifically here on the eagle's feathers of the neck, you can see how flat they look. And again, that's a telltale sign that this coin is AU or below. He did end up winning this auction for $2,900. The seller is saying how incredibly scarce this coin is, and they're not wrong. In mint state, this coin is very much scarce. And you can see here the buyer actually ended up spending over $3,100 on this coin because of taxes. And again, I'm not coming down hard on Timothy. Like I said, anybody can be scammed, and he just really wanted me to tell his story so that other people would know what's happening. So when he received the coin, it just wasn't right, so we ended up sending it off to PCGS. And just for a frame of reference, if the coin came back an AU58, he still would have lost money, because this is one of the most recent auctions, January 19th, 2025 on Heritage. This 1884S sold for $2,281.20. Great looking coin, and as you can notice right off from these pictures, no flatness on the hair strands like our other coin that Timothy ended up purchasing. So right there we know that the grade is going to be lower than AU58. If it had been mint state, and say maybe a low gem grade or a low choice grade like an MS62, a recent auction last September of 2024 on Heritage, this 1884S graded PCGS mint state 62 sold for $22,800. So again, it is a very scarce coin in mint state. Both Bowers and Miller state how it is a key issue for the series in mint state. However, they both agree that in AU, that's about uncirculated, they are quite common. So our friend Timothy sent it off to PCGS, had it graded, And unfortunately for Timothy, this coin did not receive a straight grade. It received details grade, or I should say, it received that it was genuine, but XF details, extremely fine details, which is heartbreaking considering how much he spent on this coin. Just to put it into perspective, a straight graded, extremely fine 45 sold recently on Stax Bowers for $168, because again, it's not a very scarce coin. Of course, the seller is blaming the buyer and the third party grading company for cleaning the coin and changing the appearance of the coin, and then trying to scam the seller and getting their money back. It just shows how devious some sellers are and how much they don't have a conscience. They probably knew that the coin was not worth it, and they still are saying that they've done right and that they deserve to keep the $3,000 plus. I'm going to throw up some video from one of my earlier videos on the 1884S. This is an AU53. And why I want to show you this is just so you can tell from the pictures that we saw earlier, just how, I feel so bad for Timothy. Because when you look at this coin that I'm showing you, you can just see how flat the eagle's feathers are here on its neck. You can see what's left in the luster. And I know it was really hard from the pictures that the seller took, deliberately trying to cover up the if the coin had luster at all. But you can see all the flatness here, especially in the hair strands. And this is an AU coin. And that's the hardest thing. So I guess if you're new to grading Morgans or really any coin, buy the books on grading. Ask your local coin dealer or friends that are also in the hobby. Always get that second opinion on the grading. And if you're really not sure or really not confident with buying raw coins, then stick to graded coins. That's really my best advice for anyone. Especially when it comes to a coin like the 84S, really any key date issues, you should really try to find those in coin slabs that are already graded by a reputable company like PCGS, like NGC, like CACG, even Annex. They're going to steer you right. And they can at least authenticate the coin and say that it is genuine. So that you don't get sucked into this. I will say Timothy was trying to do a chargeback. That's what he had said. He said, well, if I don't get my money back from eBay, then I will do a chargeback and get my money back that way. But he was saying how he was having a difficult time with his bank because they weren't really understanding what happened. So I'm hoping that he does get his money back, because that is a huge, huge scam, especially when you're looking at this video that I'm showing you of an AU53 coin. You can notice just how much detail is left on this AU coin compared to the pictures from the auction itself. And it just, like I said, it's extremely sad. My heart goes out to Timothy, especially since he, ended up just getting an XF details coin. That just is really, really sad. And he lost out on that money, and he also lost out on the money of grading. So, yeah, it's really tough, and I wish you the best, Timothy, and thank you for sharing your story with me, and I'm glad I was able to share it with the community. So until we meet again, stay safe out there, folks. Stay safe so that you can continue to enjoy.